Okay, everybody, Pack here, and this video is pretty basic, and this is what I used to make the insanely high damage for Morgana. Now, I gave her Brave Combustion as the Elgif, Transmuting Tome, and her extra skill sphere, the Photon Rod, and these are the SP options. I'm pretty much trying to go for as much damage as possible with as many attack boosting things as I can get. Now, I will start boosting her to Omni Plus when I start getting more tomes, but at the moment I don't have any. I probably want to get Spark Critical next because she can do a lot more damage if she has Spark Boost, boost BB gauge, Spark Damage Boost BB gauge, and Spark Crit. And the team I use, not to lead. You know, you can use Zace, but also the reason I use Ciara is because elemental damage. But you can pretty much use any elemental damage buffer. You can use, I think Yin and Yuan does it. I don't know if Larissa does it. I forgot if Azurai already does that, but basically, technically you can fill the spot with any elemental damage boosting unit, you know, like Alanon. On SVV, he has the, boost damage, well, he has, adds all elements to attack and boosts elemental damage, which is really good, but more or less you want to pick the more recent units that have a higher boost instead of a old unit that has a kind of a lower boost. So there's that. And obviously going through here and testing it one more time. Technically in this case you can use Zace, you can use Alza, not Alza, Karna. I use Karna mainly because of the leader skill, just in case if any of my units don't have raised attack cap. I don't think Natsu has raised attack cap, so you want to have a unit that does have that, or give him an Elgif that boosts that. Now, technically, you could go and use an Atome for Recaster, but Arthur's recast ability has a higher multiplier for damage. If you look at it between him and Natome, his is better, so I use him. And again, we're still kind of hitting for all elements because Arthur has that on UBB and Alanon has that on SBB. Now, Alanon also has, again, the elemental damage boost, which Arthur does not have. Now, again, using all Earth units, kind of justifying what number of units I'm really using. Now, again, want to bring the respective elemental parts and then the brute elixirs. And I'm using infinite BBs on here because I just want this to be quick and easy. I don't want to keep filling up my units, BBs and SBBs, because I know which ways to use them, up and to the side or straight across for UBB. So again, you can technically use anybody. I'm using Azurai most importantly for BB attacking, for a BB attack boost because his is slightly better. Now, again, you could bring other units, but I'm only bringing another fire unit here because, again, elemental weakness damage. We kind of want to hit for as much as we can in as little as the time as we can possibly make it. Now, the rest of this video is just going to be me showing you guys how much damage Morgana can do, how much Morgana can do in separate setups. Like, I've tested several setups, but I think I like this one the most. Most importantly because I think I can hit a good amount of damage. I can hit pretty far. Again, also considering that we don't really need to have too much of a worry because we don't run out of BBs. Now, again, if you had Spark Damage Boost BB gauge, you'd probably already have this exact same setup. Now, it's not bad. Now, again, right here, I think Morgana hits over 200 million, I believe, because I think we hit a very large cap. Yeah, we hit over 200 million in some of these runs. We've hit 250 million, we hit 275. I've even hit like 350 million at one point. So that's going to be all for me narrating this part. The rest of it's going to be just you guys seeing how the damage tests went. And again, I do think that this composition is better because, again, you have all elements of attack and you have elemental damage from Alanon, really making this far more powerful than I originally thought. And, doing it when you test with each unit and giving, certain buffs from each one. Like, you really don't need to use Karnamasta because he hits very hard. So you probably want to use someone like Alanon just for this one occasion. Alanon and Azurai, because Azurai does most of the same things that Karna does. He does BB attack and spark and crit, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but again, really, really, really wanted to kind of emphasize that Morgana is not a bad unit, but it's just if you don't have another unit that can do status elements and can do everything that Morgana does, which is like, spark boost of fire types and crit boost of fire types, then you probably should get her before the gate closes pretty soon. But again, that's all I have to really say for here, because she's not terrible, but she's just kind of very niche in how she works, because she's the only unit out of the entire Europe batch that I'm kind of undecided on, but it only took me about 20 summons. It took me I believe. It took me about 16 to 17. I can't remember, but it was somewhere around that range, 16 to 18 range. Not very hard to summon for, but probably one of the more better units in terms of just raw damage currently, but not as good, unfortunately, as Natsu, because he can hit higher attacks without having the attack cap boost. So that's kind of weird, but that's all for now. I'll let you guys see how the rest of the tests went, and see you on the next one, guys.